Kingdom of Cards, we've just released the Bumper Video Game Quiz book featuring over 1,000 questions.
It features 1,000 questions plus from everything in gaming from 1962 to the present day, and it's available from Amazon worldwide, and the link is in the description below. Thank you, and enjoy the video.
Thank you, bye.
Evening all, welcome to the second Tuesday night quiz club.
I know, we've done pretty well so far.
Definitely not a Sheryl Crow reference from one of the better albums from the, I think, I'm going to say 94.
I don't know what you're looking at me for.
Doesn't matter. But yeah, so this is the second weekly quiz, and we've got 10 questions.
Yes.
We're not going to mess around, we're going to go straight to question 1. Okay.
So, question 1. This game was released in 2000 and is probably one of the best-selling video games of all time. But can you guess the game from this jaunty piece of music?
Which I believe is from the second game in the series.
I thought you were going to say what it was then.
No! Is that a clue? Can you guess the music?
Question 2.
The version of this game that was released on the PlayStation 1 featured heavy advertising from Red Bull, as well as music from The Future Sound of London, Chemical Brothers, and Prodigy. Can you name it? Not you.
Question 3. What long-running video game series was originally released on the Nintendo Entertainment System and was intended to be made into a film and then turned into a TV series, which premiered on Netflix in 2017?
That's a tough one.
It was a really good
Yeah, it's a
franchise.
really good show as well. Yeah. Okay, for my money, this is one of the hardest questions in the quiz this week, so I'm going to give a fair few clues. So this is guess the game from the synopsis. So on the back of this game it says, win by any means necessary. From the creators of Tekken and Soul Calibur comes the next level in combat action. Make your way through the mean streets, team up with an AI control partner to pull off double team combos and inflict punishment with 30 different weapons ranging from baseball bats to broken bottles. Remember, it's no holds barred, winning is all that matters. And a few extra tidbits of clues. Unique 4-player action over 3 modes by a multi-tap. 60 playable characters including Paul Phoenix and martial law from the Tekken series. Choose your fighting style from karate to raw street fighting and from kung fu to brutal wrestling. 100 story mode missions to complete. I will say that Steve Bloom does the main voice of Brad Hawk. No clue. Anything with Steve Bloom and I'm going to play.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
That's question 4.
Question 5. This piece of music originated in the arcades back in the 80s, but what game does it belong to?
And this is one of those things that...
I love this game as well, it's so addictive.
Yeah, everyone should know this. Everyone over a certain age should know this.
And it's the same music in every level, but it never gets boring or tiring or frustrating.
But it does get hard, yeah.
Fuming.
So
Raging.
That's question... infuriating. That's question 5. This is question 6. Which actor voices the player character's father in Fallout 3?
I love that game.
Do you know the answer to that one?
Yeah.
Okay, this is question 7.
In the game Altered Beast, you are on a quest to save Zeus's daughter. What are the words that Zeus says to you that begin the events of the game?
Keywords. This is question 8, and this is an accessory question. So this is the Logitech 3 Predator light gun, a gun that has served me well through the years. And it's got a satisfying trigger noise.
Like you use it all the time.
I used to use it a lot, which is kind of a hint as to where it's from. But listen to that. Oh, that's good stuff. And of course, the LEDs light up as you shoot. So anyway, this is the Logitech 3 Predator light gun, and it was usable on 2 different consoles because it's got an adapter on the cable, and I want to know which 2 consoles this is compatible with. It's awesome.
Okay, so question 9. In the original Tomb Raider game, which part of Lara Croft's body was claimed to be a mistake in coding by the developer, but shipped out anyway in the hope that nobody would notice this?
And we all did. Yeah, so this is question 10. You've got to guess the game from this very cleverly disguised cover that I've concocted. Was it 15, 20 hours I spent on this with my quill? Or was it 2 minutes while I was on lunch and worked?
I think you had a fountain pen.
I did, I had a fountain pen, yeah. Okay, and now it's time for the answers. So question 1, you're frowning at me?
Okay, so it's now time for the answers.
I'm keeping that in.
So, guess the game from this jaunty piece of music. Do you know it?
No, but this is the piece of music. It was the theme music from Sims 2, which is a game I'm not au fait with, but Faye is au fait with it.
Absolutely love the music in those kind of games. Even like the building screens and like just everything.
The first Sims game seemed a bit like lift music, like ba ba ba.
It's all like that. It's all jaunty.
But then the second one was just a bit more full on. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
cool if you went through it and made a soundtrack of all your favourite ones from it. 'Cause I'm sure
I've got quite a few. I got one from Hot Date. Just various different expansion packs, and
I bet you spent a fortune on Sims games over the years.
my parents did.
And all games. Now that
I think my
about it.
parents did, to be honest, because they're the one. I think at the time I was about 13 or 14 when it came out in the 2000s. So they initially bought it for me for the PC, and they bought me the PC, and they bought me the games, and I was in my room playing that. I loved it, and expansion packs as well. I mean, Sims on holiday. You can go on holiday in the Sims after, phone call.
Do you have
taxi.
to go to travel agents and stuff?
No, that would be
It's
awesome.
crap then, isn't it? Yeah, we're calling it
No, but you just call them
virtual
up, say
travel
what you
agents
want.
experience.
Sims Vacation. I need to pay the one on the PlayStation.
Is there a
4.
chance for the travel company to go bust when you're on holiday, so you just can't get home and have to spend a fortune?
No, but that would be genius.
It'd also be pretty
And
forward thinking.
infuriating. I think people would have flashbacks playing it.
Yeah.
So no.
Yeah. So that was The Sims 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so question 2, which is which game features heavy advertising from Red Bull and music from the Chemical Brothers, The Prodigy, and Future Sound of London?
Yeah.
And the answer to that is Wipeout 2097, not the original Wipeout as I thought.
Yeah, I think my dad had that on the PlayStation 1.
Oh, you've never said that before, actually. Oh my god, really?
Because I always tell you that, and that's my kind
Every
of
morning,
go back to.
every morning before my alarm goes off for work, she says, Brett, what is it, darling? And you say, my dad used to have Wipeout on the PlayStation.
He did.
Oh, okay, good.
Because Mum had a PlayStation, and I'm sure she bought that for him for his birthday.
Your mum had a
one year.
PlayStation, but she bought him a game. Did she let him play it?
Yeah, he
Or
played
did she
that
just tease
game.
him?
He had that one game.
Such a small library. It's my game, and they would just like
It's a
fall
good
over
game,
on a
good
shelf
music.
alone. Yeah, but no, so Wipeout 2097. Apparently, on the Sega Saturn, it had a completely different soundtrack.
Yeah.
I think it was by someone called Cold Storage, but I could be wrong. Should be right because I'm the quizmaster.
Okay, so answer 3. What video game series was originally released on the NES and was made into a TV series on Netflix
In 2017.
In 2017.
And the answer is Castlevania. But I did think that you tricked the viewers a little bit there, because when you said it was a game series on the NES that was going to, or NES, that was going to be made into a film but was then a TV series. It's that extra step, isn't it? I didn't know that it was going to be a film but then they turned it into a TV
Yeah,
series.
it's a trick question.
That's a saucy trick question, that is.
Well, people should know this stuff. If they're fans, they're fans.
You should be doing hours of research before tuning in.
Yeah.
So,
I thought it was a good question.
it is a good question.
And
Tough
really
one,
good
tricky.
series, and the
Yeah.
fact they're on to the 3rd one now, aren't they?
I didn't know that.
I think they're talking about 3rd one.
I'll watch that. They're making a Zelda one. Do I care about that? Not
Yes.
as much. Oh, you
Okay. Same with the Sonic movie, I'll watch that. I don't know if it's out, or if it's been out, or
You'll
if it's
watch
coming
it
out.
and there'll be an empty seat next year, though, won't there? Okay, and answer 4, which was guess the question from the synopsis, which is basically a fighting game up to 4 players. And that game is Urban Rain. Or as my friends call it, Urban Rain, Urban Rain. We play that a lot.
They don't call it that, do they?
They do. They genuinely do.
I think it's your
It sounds-
friend.
it sounds a bit like Purple
you
Film.
saying that.
I say that to my friends and then they leave. But yeah, I've spent a lot of time on this. And when I picked it up, because it went through a period, sorry, just on your foot there. It went through a period in on the PlayStation 3 where there was just a complete dearth of games that were like 4-player. So I was picking up anything, Champions of North, Return to Arms,
Yep.
all these 4-player games just to play them on a multi-tap when I had party nights. And then I picked this up for a couple of quid, and now it's like 50 or 60 quid, which is ridiculous.
It's a good looking chap as well, I like that.
He is Brad Hawk, and he's wearing a snakeskin jacket.
Brad Hawk is cool.
What more do you want? But he's voiced by Steve Bloom, and if you get a chance to pick this up, honestly, it's still It's kind of like Def
It's
Jam
worth
Fight
it,
for New
isn't it?
York.
I enjoyed playing it.
Yeah, and I think you weirdly used to beat me by just throwing knives at me in the corner and running off.
That was beating.
I'll edit that up. Yeah, the answer is Urban Rain. Off you go.
So, answer 5. This game came out in the arcades back in 1986.
It did.
And the music, it's imprinted into my brain, probably everyone else's brain from that time or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a newborn. Oh.
Yeah. Your dad probably had it on when he was in the theatre, wherever it's called, with the waiting. He said, I'll just pop on some
Bubble Bobble
yeah?
music.
It is amazing. And we finished this on MAME, I think, a good few years ago when we first met. Played it for like 2
Spent
hours
on
through the
it,
whole
didn't we?
thing. But didn't get bored of that like loop minute and a half.
Yeah. How's it go?
Din 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 din. You were going to do
even-
the whole intro, weren't you, then? Din 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 din.
I
What
was going
a
to start
piece
from
of
the beginning
music.
because I'm a professional.
You were going to sit under the orchestra out.
I was.
It is an amazing game. It still stands. And Bubble Bobble 4 Friends on the Switch, which had just come out. Really enjoyed that.
It's
as well.
really good as well, isn't it? I enjoyed that. And the fact you could change between classic mode and
Yeah, he had the full original game which was really well emulated. The music, obviously, in the original Bubble Bobble, the music is the same throughout, which is fine. In the newer games, it switches music, and it's never going to be as good because it's like you said, it's kind of ingrained into us.
yeah, you want that music, don't you? That kind of
The energetic kind of joy of it. So yeah, question 5, Bubble Bobble. Question 6, who voiced the player character's father in Fallout 3? And it is, of course, Liam Neeson. Did
What a
he
cool
do the
guy.
best performance he could? I'm not sure. But it was definitely better than Matthew Perry in Fallout New Vegas. Which, Fallout New Vegas.
I need to listen to that again because I need to refresh my memory.
Yeah, I'd have no problem
I
playing
remember thinking at the
through
time, like, that's Matthew Perry, that is.
He's got a really distinct way of saying
Yeah.
his S's. It's like it kind of his lip goes in a bit, so you can tell it's him straight away. But yeah, Liam Neeson probably does a better job. But Liam Neeson always sounds a little bit kind of sort of distant from what he's saying, which is kind of part of his charm.
Yeah.
I fancy Liam Neeson.
I don't.
Don't you?
No.
No, I think it's because he's in a lot of action films. Good. So yeah, the answer is Liam Neeson.
So question 7. You're on a quest to save Zeus's daughter. What are the words spoken when he explains this to you on the kind of startup screen?
And Zeus says,
Rise from your grave.
Rise from your grave.
yeah.
In the granny accent.
He's like, rise from your
It
grave.
doesn't say it like that.
And the Warriors come back and say, oh, that was weird. Was that someone from Last of the Summer Wine?
How about we insert the music
Yeah, well, I was going to. It's been inserted.
Oh.
The wonders of editing.
It hasn't been inserted yet.
I pointed. That was when it was inserted.
It's inserted.
Yes. So, yeah.
Rise from your grave is the answer.
Yeah. A game that was, like, really, really early. I think it was a pack-in title before Sonic for the Mega Drive. But it hasn't aged very well, but I do like the music, and I do like turning into werewolves, because werewolves are cool.
Yeah, it's still one of my favourite games.
The very phallic ants
I think
with the
I used to
stingers at
think
the front.
just everything was terrifying.
Really? Did you actually get scared when you were a kid? I suppose you're younger than me.
Yeah, it's just really creepy,
Loser.
isn't it? Same as an Alien Storm when you saw the aliens and that. I don't like
The
that.
aliens were so cool.
And
The
that
music in that was alien.
Kind of like Splatterhouse music.
Alright, push your glasses up your nose.
Ripped off who?
Well,
It'll be a question in our next book.
But yeah, Altered Beast was good, but then it never had any good sequels or spin-offs.
No, but it was a good game. That's all I needed.
Question 8 is, this light gun has an adapter on the plug, the Logic 3 Predator, which is usable on 2 different consoles. And the answer is the Sega Saturn and Sony PlayStation. That was amazing. Virtua Cop, Point Blank, Virtua Cop 2. Didn't care.
I love
One
those
gun,
games.
that's all I needed.
Yeah. I do love Virtual Cop 2 and
You should pick this up if you see it.
yeah, we need to have a Sega Saturn day, I think, of playing these games with the light guns and
No
folding
problem
because
with that. The thing is, it will get heated in Point Blank.
we need to play Die Hard arcade.
Oh my god, Die Hard
Please.
Arcade is an absolute classic.
And
So
Christmassy because it's snowing.
yeah, and the Nights into Dreams as well, which is, I think they actually had a Christmas Nights was a spin-off. We've got that. I bought that disc only, yeah.
Oh,
So we can even play a Christmas game. It's supposed to have a weird analog pad pish. So yeah, the answer to question 8 is it is usable on the Sega Saturn and Sony PlayStation 1.
Brilliant.
It is.
So question 9, in the original Tomb Raider series, what part of Lara Croft's body was claimed to be a mistake in coding from the developers? They claimed that it was a mistake.
And they kept
Whether
it
it
in.
was or not, I'm not sure, but they kept it in the hope that nobody would ever find out or notice. But
People
it's quite
did.
obvious.
People did notice, especially when they were teenage boys. And the answer is, and you can give the answer because I don't want to be any part of this filth.
You're just looking at me. Is her chest.
Disgusting.
And those of you who know the game, I don't need to point, but
She pointed because it was the early
This
days of
region.
polygons. Yes.
but yeah, so yeah, they were good polygons.
They're cracking polygons, mate. Yeah, so it's the upper region.
She's a brilliant
of Lara
woman.
Croft.
She's a strong, capable woman.
And the recent games are really cool. Well,
Yeah.
we've only really played the 2013 reboot, but we've got Hipsy.
Did you know as well, Lara Croft? She was more featured in any magazine than any model.
At the time,
Yeah, even now.
or just overall over
Yeah,
the.
I saw
Wow.
a poll, and this was like 2016, and they were saying this. And since then, we've had the new one come out, haven't we?
Yes, it's been like the new trilogy.
So probably more than ever now. Do you remember that one in the PlayStation App magazine, and that little fold-out one?
Oh, she had like a feet cross behind
yeah,
her
which
head.
is really like saucily kind of.
Yeah. You know how many kids opened that magazine, saw that, and went, "Mum, I want a PlayStation."
Yeah.
Or a
Blame
Sega
them.
Saturn. It was on the Saturn.
I loved
PC.
it.
I played it first on the PC, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, I really liked it on the
You're older than
PC.
me though. I played on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, I originally played it on the was it Space War in 1962? No, on the Magnavox Odyssey. Tomb Raider on the Magnavox Odyssey. Oh my god.
I love the fact you press the button and she'd do a flip and she'd face the other way and you flip back. Do you remember that?
Yes, yeah, it was a cool little snap thing.
Yeah.
It was well animated.
Really cool.
That could feature actually in my favourite animations with the Tomb Raider sort of 180-degree flip with Gabe Logan's siphon filter forward roll, and in the Greedfall, Desartes back roll where he does like a weird Arab
I
spring.
think you're talking French then.
Well, his name is French, Desartes.
Oh.
Isn't it? So yeah, we've gone off topic, admittedly, but the answer is her chest.
Question 9.
The final question, question 10, and can you guess the game from this very cleverly edited cover? And that, of course, is Dizzy, the Ultimate Cartoon Adventure, which was released, I think, on the Commodore 64 Spectrum, Amstrad, all the 8-bit classics. That is a good game. Not the best in the series, but a classic game. And that brings us to a close.
That's it.
So-
Until next Tuesday, I suppose.
Tuesday night quiz club. Yeah, so we're gonna get on the questions, do some more. Have you got any ideas for next week's questions?
I do.
Oh, really?
I do. I
Could
always
be-
have questions.
Could be cool to have a theme at one point, but I quite like the scattergun approach.
Yes, but it's really cool, and we hope you like it. But yeah, let us know, I suppose.
Yeah, let us know.
Comments and-
Let us know what scores you got. And email us at kingdomofcarts@outlook.com if you've got any ideas for questions. We'll check in the next one. So that's it. See you next week. Next Tuesday, more specifically.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye bye.